For half his life, this guy worked aimlessly to build a channel he believed in, only to be slapped in the face over and over and over. Now he boasts a channel so significant, even Mr. Beast takes inspiration from him. It's a story of rags to riches. Meet... Nah, we ain't there yet, but let me be the first to say, 2023 was huge for the Willinat brand and the man behind it. Well, me! What started the year with not even 1,000 subscribers turned into a massive spike of over 52,000! That's 1,000 subscribers a week on average! The momentum was insane this year too, growth skyrocketing faster than I could have ever anticipated. But how did the channel pull this off? To start, let's look back at... I got my start just as any YouTuber would, by quitting. I decided to hang up the YouTuber rope after finishing my grand finale and deleted my Discord server as well. It seemed like that was it for the Willinat Legacy, until one day in November, I was suddenly inspired by my official YouTube partner, Hack Crusade. I had originally created a few shorts back in July in an event known as Willinat Shorts Week, so I decided to come back and make more shorts, arguably better than what I had previously crafted. The audience must have thought so too, because I started to pick up traction during November and December. Growth was only starting to pick up though by the end of 2022, ending the year with 624 subscribers and a lifetime total view count of 92,000. From there though, the rocket began to take off. It would only be 16 days into 2023 when I broke the first barrier of 1,000. Keep in mind, it took me 6 years to get that far. Growth was so good in fact that after making shorts for a couple of months, it was time to take the next step, hiring an editor. And boy, did he not only deliver, he cooked! Going by the name of Fishy, he made most of my shorts from January 21st to March 21st, and during this time, the channel broke boundary after boundary, nearly every short in this time breaking 1 million views or more. I got monetized by March, and things were looking bright for the future of the channel. Until Fishy quit. Yes, to those who may wonder why my quality dipped a bit after a while, it was because I'd lost my golden boy. For the next 6 months, my channel would gradually decline in views, still remaining higher than any other year by a long shot, but nowhere near the glory days. I did eventually find a replacement, and for a while my shorts would continue to come out in phases, until September. August was a month of change for me. I moved 2,000 miles away from my family to begin a new life, and gaining full independence, now didn't have any money to spend on an editor, so I started editing for myself again. Thanks to Fishy though, my own editing skills have improved a lot. Thus began the final phase of shorts for the year. 10 shorts all edited by yours truly. Now to assume all credit for my channel's growth would be prideful. Others have helped me on my journey. In addition to Hack Crusade, I became affiliated with Royal Pair as well, and indirectly Royal Pair has been a huge help. Thanks to the Shorts Wars ARG, a lot of Royal Pair viewers have found my channel. Say hello if you're one of them. Even Hacked being the underdog of us three has been very helpful, supplying me with many of the topics I discussed in my shorts this year. I actually asked them to give some words on how they felt working with me this year, and this is what they had to say.
Yo, Willinat people, it's me, Hack Crusade. Willinat has had an amazing year this year, and for a period of time, was the biggest of us in the community. I don't think any of us would have seen the power of shorts until he had his take off, and I don't think we'd all be where we were without him. Thanks a bunch.
I'm very glad I got to work with Willinat. He's actually the main reason I started shorts to begin with, which blew up my channel and allowed me to have a full-time job. I remember seeing his shorts and analyzing them on why they were going viral, and that really helped me. We talked a lot together, with Hack Crusade as well, about analytics, how shorts do well, what is considered a strong hook, and the most optimal length for a short. I've known Willinat for quite a long time, and seeing him be the smallest YouTuber out of us three to becoming the biggest was pretty inspiring. And even though I'm the biggest now, I fully believe that Willinat and Hacked have enough potential to where I can see them being full-time YouTubers. Here is to 2024.
I've also met some very passionate fans this year who motivate me to keep going even when things look bleak. Some of them even contributed to the brand, such as designing thumbnails or making emojis. Now let's change the topic a bit. With publishing some of the greatest shorts on YouTube this year, I think it's time I present... the WilliWards! I will be giving awards to 3 of my shorts for their top performances in different areas. For the short that shined the most and got the most views, clocking in at 6.3 million views, how US players got the easiest version of Super Mario Bros. 3! Did you know that Super Mario Bros. 3 was made easier in the United States? Like with Super Mario World, game localization brought some patches to the US version to make our experience better. So here are 3 differences between the Japanese and American versions of the game. In World 1's Fortress, where the spikes move up and down, you are meant to run to the end of the room in the US version. But in the Japanese version, these spikes are located a couple blocks before the end. What? Do we need to run a little further because we're fat? Speaking of exercise, this will burn a few calories. In the Japanese version of the game, the water ship in the last world is taller at the very end, meaning if you fall off, well... This was modified in the US version, so cool your jets. Perhaps the biggest change is how damage is received. In the US version, if Mario gets hit with a power-up, he will revert to Super Mario, but if he gets hit in the Japanese version of the game, even with a Karibo shoe, he becomes short. For the short that the most people agreed on and liked, clocking in at 217,000 likes, is Rosalina is in Super Mario Odyssey! Did you know that Rosalina was secretly put into Super Mario Odyssey? If you want to find her though, you'll have to look to the stars, because she's in space. It's no secret that the Moon Kingdom is based on Mario's greatest masterpiece, Super Mario Galaxy, and yet there's no sign of Rosalina? Worry not, fellow viewer, for she's on the darker side of the moon. That's right, all throughout the game, your logical eyes spot friends such as Pixel Mario, Peach, and if you're lucky, Luigi. Engraved in this rock lies Rosalina with an important message. And finally, for the short that got the most people talking and had the best comment to view ratio, with 603 comments and 1.2 million views, how US players got the easiest version of Super Mario World! Did you know that Super Mario World was made easier in the United States? As you may be aware, game localizations tend to bring changes to tailor towards their intended audience. And Nintendo of America felt it suit to dumb down the game for us Americans. These are 3 differences between the American and Japanese versions of the game. For starters, in Donut Plains 2, there's a yellow block available for an extra mushroom, which is not present in the Japanese version of the game. Are they trying to imply that we Americans love shrooms? In Vanilla Dome 1, they decided to sneak an extra feather power-up into a block. It's a bit of a weird choice considering there's hardly any room to use it. Perhaps that's why they added the shroom block. In Lemmy's Castle, the Japanese version must have been too tight for us because in America, we get 100 seconds extra. You probably won't need it though if you can use the feather you were able to collect effectively. Man, we Americans are privileged. What a wonderful lineup, and what a wonderful year. While I think this channel could have done even better this year, this is only my first year of true success. 2024 is gonna be huge. I just wish I'd put more personality into my shorts. But hey, you know what they say, there's nothing more soul-sucking than being a businessman. Nothing. They don't say anything.